Today we face League One opposition in the Bristol Street Motors EFL Trophy group match. Plus, we play the side at the bottom of the league. The question is, have we continued our form from the last episode? Hello, it's a warm welcome to episode 66 of From the Bottom to the Top, as we try and take a National League South side, in this case Weymouth, from the bottom all the way up to the top. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you, as promised, two games of the EFL Trophy Group F Match Day 2 against Peterborough United at Peterborough in an away game. And then we we welcome to the Bob Lucas Swindon Town, currently at the bottom of League Two in League Two Match Day 11. And of course, a chance for us to keep up the good form. The question is, have we kept that good form going since you were last with us? As you will see, not specifically, because we did draw 0-0 with Crawley Town. They matched us up in tactics wise, and it just didn't seem to do it for us. But we'll look at that a bit closer in a moment. The first time we haven't scored a goal for a little while. Don't forget, if you do enjoy today's episode, then leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think of the series so far. And tomorrow we should have out for you a special video to do with football shirts, so look out for that one. You'll see it above my head, and more about that tomorrow. So watch out for that video, and of course by following me on X, it'll keep you up to date with everything that we release here on the channel. Right, let's get into it. As I said, the game against Crawley Town was the only match that we've played since you were last with us. A 0-0 draw. It's the old barn door syndrome, really. We just couldn't seem to hit the target. Had 10 shots, only one of them was on target, 1.34 on the XG, so we should have scored it, really. 56% of the possession. They had 8 shots, we did stop them from doing it, and some good defensive work as well. 0.67 and 44% of the possession. Just couldn't put our chances away. No excuses for it. Wakachua, he wasn't doing anything. 6.4, whether it was just the way that they were playing with a flat back three as well. As you'll see, formation wise, they were on a flat back three, very similar to us. I had 2 strikers and an attacking midfield. Didn't have wide players. Maybe if they'd had wide players, they'd have got round us. Maybe if they had wide players, we'd have got a bit more space. I don't know. Brad House having a good match though, a 7.3 and a player of the match award for him, albeit Alfie Roberts in their goal also did rather well. So that's how it all stemmed up. So no major catastrophes, but would have been nice to win. But I guess, look at it another way, we haven't lost. That's the main thing, isn't it? This is how the table then looks. Wigan have gone top by virtue of them actually winning their last match, I guess. That's today's fixtures. Let's have a quick look. Wigan beating Forest Green by 4-0. Give them a good goal difference as well. They are top on 23 points. Accrington Stanley are in second on 23. We're 1 point behind the pair of them in third place. Of course, 3 go up automatically from this particular league. So at the moment, we are still in automatic promotion place. We're 2 points clear of Gillingham, who were in fourth on 20 points. Then Bradford City are 5th on 18. Morecambe are 6th on 17. Doncaster 7th on 16. Also a couple of 3 other teams on 16, all difference by goal difference. Wimbledon, Shrewsbury and Tranmere all on 16. As it stands, we are 6 points clear of that little lot. So at the moment, 6 points clear of the playoff places at worst. At the bottom of the table, Northampton, Swindon Town still making up that bottom echelons, albeit Halifax Town are standing on the trapdoor, and I suggest that Wickham and Newport County are also in danger of being sucked in there if they are not careful. So are Grimsby Town and Crewe, to be fair. Yeah, that's another thing. But at the moment, Swindon's form, drawn 2, lost 3 in their last 5, where we have won 4 and drawn 1. So that's our form. Right, that's pretty much it. I don't think there's a great deal else to say. Nobody on the injury list. Jay Robinson and Jaden Wareham on the way back from injury. Jaden Wareham is good news. We've also got James Jones, having come back from international duty, gone back out on international duty. I'm not quite sure how that works, but that's how it does work. Peterborough then are our opponents today. We haven't played them. Yes, we have. That's Doncaster, Mark. Why have I got Doncaster? That's what we want. Doncaster, we haven't played. Peterborough, we haven't played them at all in this series so far. So it's unknown quantity. EFL Trophy Southern Section, Group F, and this is how it is. After everybody has played one game, Charlton beating Peterborough by 2-1 in the last round, and we of course beat West Ham under 21s also, well, not also, but 3-2 on that occasion. So Charlton playing West Ham, and we're playing Peterborough today. Let's see how we go. Of course, 3 matches played in the group stages. Final game, of course, away to Charlton, and the top 2 go through automatically. So that's how it is. Let's go and have a look at the team that will face Peterborough. And this is the team that faces Peterborough in this Group F, match day 2. Hollingshead gets an outing. His chance to redeem himself. If he doesn't today, then, well, he just doesn't get the start, basically. Robinson, Armitage and Olsen are defensive line. Linton and Silcott-Dewberry play as the wide complete wing-backs. Gasper and Braley are in midfield. Abdul Malik and Darcy are the wide players. They are behind Nwachang. I still can't pronounce it. Wakachua. That's better. Wakachua up front, and then on the bench we have Bradhouse, Candlish, Prescott, Nzingo, Wareham, Peters and Jay Robinson. And here we are at Peterborough, and they are playing a flat back 3, 2 wing backs, so very similar formation to us, except they're playing 2 attackers and attacking midfield, very similar to what we were up against in the last game against Crawley. And that's confirmation of the table as it stands. And it says Papa John's Trophy here. There's obviously something wrong with the update. Playing in our third kit, no, our away kit today. Braley with the corner, swung in. It's Armitage. His 3rd goal of the season, and it's nodded home. And we go a goal up after 7 minutes. The usual work from the corner. He wriggled free, Armitage, and got it beyond Blackmore. Ball back to Olsen. As I say, playing in this second kit. It's the first time we've seen it this season. Really, we've seen the 3rd kit. And if you want to know how to get 3rd kits into Football Manager, and it's well won. It's wide though from Abdul Malik. I was going to say, if you want to find out how to get 3rd kits in the thing, go looking for the video. I'll try and leave you a link below. Lovely ball in, and Abdul Malik had the goal at his beckoning. Linton with the throw-in. 15 minutes on the clock. Abdul Malik back to Linton. Linton has Armitage there. Armitage just checking. He had the goalkeeper behind him, I think. Looked over his shoulder. He's got it through to Robinson. Robinson through to... oh, he's got it! Wakachua has put it away, and he scored. He's off the mark, and we go 2 up. I think it's after 17 minutes. A lovely play. Robinson just threaded that through for Wakachua, and it was on 17 minutes, and 2-0. And I think if we win this game, we're pretty much qualified. It was a question of whether he was offside. Olsen with a free kick, 26 on the clock. Silcott, Dewberry. But he's given that ball away to Radcliffe. And they come forward. Poku. I don't know if that's the Poku that used to play for Norwich or not. And swung. Well curled. We have another corner, 35 on the clock. Robinson with the corner. It's swung in. It's cleared, but only as far as Abdul Malik. Back to Robinson. Robinson, he's into the area. He's got it in. It's gone in. And I think that might be an own goal. It is an own goal off of Nathan Collins. And on 36 minutes, we take a 3-goal lead. And if we lose this, we need sorting out. I think, as I was saying, if we win 2 games, I'm pretty sure we've pretty much qualified. Yeah, come off with Collins' foot. Highlight from the restart. As you know, I don't like these. It always tells me something. Either we're going to score again or something's going to happen here. But it's cut out by Olsen. Silcott Dewberry. Nearly give that away again. Brierley tries to thread that through to Wakachua. But he didn't. Young comes forward. Sashdev out on that far side. Back to Collins. Radcliffe. Sashdev tried to cut it out. Olsen did. Brierley to Darcy. Darcy, we're on a counter here. Darcy's trying to hold that ball up. He's got it through to Wakachua. But it's put it wide. Blackmore with the goal kick pretty much straight away. And, it's headed down, but Wakachua has got it. Brierley to Gasper. Gasper to Abdul Malik. It's out to Linton, who's stayed wide. Linton. Gaspar. Robinson's tackled, gives the ball away, and now they are on a counter, and they've got numbers here. Puku comes through, and he's just flashed it anywhere. Linton tidying up. Abdul Malik. We're on the attack again. Abdul Malik comes forward. Can he get this ball in? He can. Robinson, and not sure why it's come off the woodwork, I think. And they get clear. And in a half-time arrives. A really energetic first half. And, well, we've soaked up a bit of pressure. We've scored a few goals. And, yeah, we're doing extremely well. I think I did tell you that we've got 3 versions of this formation. One of them is away. And actually, the away one seems to do better than the home one in some instances. Depends how the opposing side comes. But certainly, 6 shots, 4 on target, 1.15 and 55% of the possession. It's pretty even Stevens, though, because they've had 6 shots, 3 on target, 0.51 and 45% of the possession. Half-time, we are 3 goals to the good. And as it stands, we're qualifying for the knockout stages. Well, we must be hurting them. They made 3 changes at half-time. They are on the attack at the moment, but that's cut out by Linton. Linton getting in a bit of a tangle with Abdul Malik. I'm not sure why. There are the changes that you can just see come up on screen. Linton. Robinson looking for Brierley. Finds him. Brierley through to Wakachua. And it's come off the woodwork and gone wide from, I'm not sure who that was, with Brierley or whatever. And Wakachua, of course, looking for his hat-trick off the woodwork. And Darcy, again, off the post. Head with a goal kick out to Linton. Robinson to Brierley. Brierley comes forward now. Brierley doubles back, but Silcott Dewberry out on that side. Olsen to Armitage. Looking for a way through. Just gently. Not going too mad. Olsen through to Silcott Dewberry. Dewberry inside of Gasper, who's in space. Good shot, and I think it's gone for a corner. A good save by Blackmore. Got his hands to it, pushed it over. Brierley with the corner then. This one deep, looking to the back post. It's flicking around there, but straight into the arms. Not enough power. Straight into the arms of Blackmore. We'll see it again. Deep, looking for Armitage. In fact, he was looking for Olsen, but didn't get as far as yeah, it was Darcy. He was just a very tame header in the end. 61 minutes on the clock. Armitage with a free kick. Silcott Dewberry. Olsen. Silcott Dewberry. And he's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper, Hollingshead, who's out of his area. Armitage. And we'll build again. Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik goes back to Hollingshead, making the linesman do a lot of work on that side there. Armitage to Olsen, who comes forward. He's got Silcott Dewberry, who's not moving. I like to see them moving a little bit on that wing. Armitage, it's all a bit stodgy. Olsen. Now Silcott Dewberry is moving. Silcott Dewberry, can he get this crossing? He's created a bit of space. He's cut it inside to Gasper. Gasper, and it's in the back of the net. It's Abdul Malik gets his first goal of the season. What a time to get it. 4-0 after 63. And I think Peterborough are well and truly put to bed. And I think we can say we've pretty much progressed into the next round, barring all catastrophes, of course. Just looking to do a little bit of tidying up and see what's happening. Robinson comes forward. Linton, and we attack again. Totally different to the game against Crawley Town. Didn't really sort of effectively do anything. Linton just seems to have a lot more about us today. Robinson to Linton. Back to Robinson. Robinson to Linton. It's been Linton. Can he get away this time? He can. Inside to Wakachua, who's deep. Braley on his own. Braley's had a shot and it's wide. And with 67 minutes on the clock, said we would possibly do a couple of changes. We are going to make a couple of changes. With a 4-goal lead, we can afford to give a few players a little bit of a run out. And we have taken off Josiah Linton and brought on Kevin Canlish. He's on for Linton, and we've also taken off Ronan Darcy on the right-hand side. Abdul Malik moving over there, and Jaden Wareham coming on and taking up the slot on the left side. Wakachua, and he's just over the top. Had a go from distance. And with 81 minutes on the clock, making our final 3 changes, really trying to rest a few players. I've just realised that we didn't actually put a defensive centre defence player on there, which causes a few problems. But we've sorted it out anyway. Alfie Prescott comes on for Silcott Dewberry on the right-hand side. Silcott Dewberry, having had a good day. Whether he's got player of the match or not, we will wait and see, because Luigi Gaspar has a similar rating to him as well. It all depends how he finishes the game off. We have taken off Ethan Braley. He's come off. He's had a good day, but tiring as well. And Zingo comes on for him. And finally, Wakachua up front has come off. And Jay Robinson gets probably his first outing for us in attack. Prescott with a throw, 82 on the clock. Those changes, I'm not sure if they've been made yet. Olsen. Hollingshead back to Armitage. Armitage out to Candlish. Candlish to Robinson. Candlish again is coming forward, looking for a way out, but he's going all the way back to Hollingshead. Used him quite a lot today. Armitage. Armitage to Nzingo. Yes, changes have been made. Prescott is out there. Prescott back to Olsen. Prescott tried to get it through, but he's put under a lot of pressure. Gave the ball away. And Gallagher, who's come on for them. And Fernandez. One over the top. Puku is in. Puku has had a shot. He's put it away. Kwame Puku, second goal of the season, and they've got a consolation goal. We've not kept a clean sheet. Deary me. I don't think they're going to score 4. At least I hope they aren't. Puku, that was well played over the top, and it's probably the only way that it was going to be, as Hollingshead sat on his bottom. Sashdev, that ball forward. It's headed out by Gallagher. Puku's on the ball again. And we need to... Gallagher's in straight at Hollingshead, thankfully. And I think he was offside anyway. Something didn't quite add up there. Because Hollingshead saved it. And maybe it wouldn't have counted, I don't know. I think he was onside. It's all over. 4-1 win. That goal from Puku. Nothing more than a consolation. Luigi Gaspar picking up player of the match. Would suggest that, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Puku, I just need to check Puku out while we're here. Is he? No, he's not Norwich player. I'm thinking of somebody else. Obviously, I'm sure you've let me know down in the comments. Anyway, Luigi Gaspar, player of the match. Lots of greens, which is also very good. Silcott Dewberry was the player come off, of course, who also got an 8. And yeah, I think probably Silcott Dewberry maybe had the edge. 3 key passes, 1 clear-cut chance. And yeah, Luigi Gaspar, I think the only difference he had was an assist, 1 key pass, 1 clear-cut chance created. But a good day throughout the team and a chance to give a few players a run out as well. 15 shots, 9 on target, 2.50 on the XG, 60% of the possession against their 13 shots, 6 on target, 1.12 and 40% of the possession. Let's go and have a look and see how that's left us in the table. Well, this is how the table looks. Both ourselves and Charlton have qualified for the knockout stages. West Ham under 21s and Peterborough are not going to progress. So the next game, in effect, comes down. It's a bit of a dead rubber. Whether there's any advantage in finishing the group in first, which I guess there probably is. But yeah, what looked a very tough group on paper, Charlton, Peterborough and West Ham under 21s. We've done all right so far. And of course, we've beaten League One opposition as well, which is, we've also got League One opposition in the face of Charlton as well. But I think we've done extremely well, and I think we should be pleased with that. Right, let's have a look. We are 4 days down to the game against Swindon Town. Swindon Town line at the bottom of the table, of course. I will be right back with any news that happens between now and then. And you come back just ahead of the match day 11 in League 2. And Charlie Olsen has picked up a pulled groin. I think that was in training. He's going to be out for 1 to 4 days. So he'll miss this next match. Should be back for the match after. So that's who we are missing. Let's have a look at the team then that will face Swindon Town in this virtually top of the table versus bottom of the table. And here is the side that faces Swindon Town in this League 2 match day 11. Hollingshead gets a second chance in goal. Robinson, a Ransom coming in for the injured Olsen. And Armitage are back 3. Linton and Silcott Dewberry as the complete wing backs. Stevens and Braley between them. Patterson and Darcy playing as the wide players in attacking midfield. Wakachua, who seems to have found his goal prowess, is preferred up front. And then it's Bradhouse, Garante, Candlish, Nzingo, Holman, Wareham and Amika Peters on the bench. James Jones is back from international duty, but he's not allowed on the bench because we're only allowed 5 loans in the matchday squad. And here we are back at the Bob Lucas and playing our usual formation. And I notice the sides have started to match us up, which is also a bit of a worry. And Swindon playing a flat back 3 as well today. They are bottom on 4 points. We are third on 22 points. Three minutes on the clock, nearly 4 minutes. Linton will throw it to Braley. Stevens back to Braley. Armitage, Ransom. Ransom getting a out in, and Ransom's poor ball has caused a bit of a problem, but Silcott Dewberry nearly winning that back. Didn't quite get there. And it's caused us all sorts of problems. That Ransom needs to be a bit more definite with his passing, but has a poor pass as well. Braley through to Nwakachu. Darcy, but that Darcy, I know he was arguing with the, I'm not sure what he was arguing with. He's waving his arms around, but not doing. And Marsh out wide, but it's cut out by Linton. Linton spotted what was going on there. Linton needs a bit of support. He's got it through the legs. Patterson into the area, and it's Darcy at the back post. His third goal of the season, and on 5 minutes, we take a 1-0 lead against the bottom of the table side. And well, I would say it was coming. Looked like we didn't want to win it for a minute. Patterson, lovely ball through the defender's legs. Darcy's there at the back post in front of the defender. Silcott Dewberry with a throw into Armitage. Armitage with the ball now. Armitage comes forward. He threads it through to Darcy. Darcy back to Silcott Dewberry. Looking for Robinson. Robinson couldn't get the right angle on it. It was a bit behind him. Stevens out to Linton. Linton cuts it back to Stevens again, who kept his run going. Stevens is forced backwards. Sucks it through to Nwachu. Braley to Armitage. Armitage to Silcott Dewberry. Dewberry back out on that wide side. He's got support from Braley. Braley to Stevens. Stevens turns on it. Linton. Patterson. Linton into the area. And Patterson wide in the end. Patterson playing a 1-2. It came through to Patterson, but Patterson just did it all wrong. Hutton with a throw in, 37 on the clock. And they come forward. It's cut out by Linton. Darcy. Darcy has Braley doing a run on the outside. Braley into the area. Braley tucks it in the corner. His fourth goal of the season. And we take a 2-goal lead after 38. And, well, deadly. It was Linton winning that ball back. Darcy threads it through to Braley, who's in acres of space. And defenders just stayed away from him, but just on the edge of the area, blasts it past Ward. In the second minute of 2 added on. And a free kick. Manning has a go at it, but he's chucked that over the top. Hollingshead stood still. Half-time has arrived, and at half-time, we have a 2-goal lead. 8 shots, 3 on target, 1.14, and 67% of the possession. They've had 4 shots, 1 on target, and 33% of the possession. More of the same second half, please. Braley with a corner, 56 on the clock. This is very deep. Armitage underneath it, but he's headed it over the top. Silcott Dewberry with a throw-in. Braley to Darcy. Darcy chips that deep, but Ward collects. Highlight appears to continue. This ball launched forward. It was Armitage under that, but not won the ball. And it's gone out wide to Toombs, who's created a bit of space, but it was poor ball through to Hollingshead in the end. And with nearly 71 minutes on the clock, making 2 changes, Josiah Linton has come off. He's not done too bad out there today, but he's picked a yellow card up, so we want to protect him a little bit. Candish coming on to replace him, and Will Armitage is tiring. He's been playing lots of football just recently. Need to probably rest him when we can. And Garante comes on to have an outing to replace Armitage. 77 minutes on the clock. It's swung in by Braley. Garante. Darcy fired it, and it's in... It hit the defender, but Patterson gets the second goal of the season on 78 minutes, and we take a 3-goal lead, and a little bit of fortuitous play there. Braley swings it in. Defender heads it away. Garante heads it back across. Darcy hits it on the volley, and didn't do it. It's come deflected back out. Patterson putting it away. And with 81 minutes on the clock, making our final 3 changes. The changes that we are making: Charlie Stevens has come off. We've been replaced by Nzingo. As Silcott Dewberry has come off, and he's replaced by Jack Holman. And the final change that we've made is we have taken off Nwakachu and brought on Jaden Wareham. 86 on the clock, and Swindon with a corner. Toombs having the corner. It's headed clear. Back to Toombs, though. And it's gone in. Still not kept a clean sheet. Bodo, the scorer. But I think on 87 minutes, I think it's probably only going to be a consolation. But they will be happy that they've got a goal. And yeah, not defended well, was it, really? No more highlights in this game. It's all over. And we finished 3-1. Travis Patterson getting a player of the match on 8.3, 2 key passes, 2 clear-cut chances, 1 goal. Ronan Darcy getting a goal as well, 2 assists, and yeah, he got an 8.1, so very good. But Hollingshead not playing quite so well today. I think he lost that because of the goal that was conceded at the end. 20 shots, 9 on target, nearly 50%, 2.39, 70% of the possession. Lots of shots, plenty on target. Swindon Town had 9 shots, 4 on target, 0.78, and 30% of the possession. We've beaten the bottom side. That's all you can say, really. Well, with 7 games unbeaten in the league, 9 games in all competitions, we are going great guns at the moment. Wigan still lead the pack, though, and we are a point away from them. Wigan beating Newport County by 2-0 today. Our win over Swindon 3-1. And Accrington Stanley, I presume, lost. Oh, no, they didn't. Drew 0-0 with Sutton United. So we'll leapfrog them. They are in 3rd on 24, but there's a 4-point gap to the teams in the playoff places. Gillingham are in 4th. Gillingham, they lost 2-0 to Wimbledon today, who are just behind them in 5th place on 19 points. Bradford City joined 1-1 with Tranmere, also on 19. And Doncaster 0-0 against Halifax Town. They are 7th on 17, but there's 3 other teams on 17 points. Cambridge, Morecambe and Tranmere as well. Northampton and Swindon in that drop zone. Swindon 3 points clear of Halifax, 3 points adrift of Halifax Town, of course. And as I said, Newport and Wickham in there, in that mix as well. So that's where we end up the episode. 2nd place, we are 5 points clear of Gillingham in the playoff places, so cementing ourselves in the automatics. That's what we wanted. That's where we're at. Yeah, we're going to play Gillingham offline. They're currently 4th, so that's going to be a toughie. And then Stevenage, who are 17th. We're going to come back for a game against Cambridge United. Currently, they are 8th in the table. And then we will play Crewe, who are 19th. And it's going to be back-to-back episodes then, because we'll come back for the FA Cup first round. And I'm guessing we will have the draw at some point between now and then, if not so possibly at the start of the next episode. As I say, the episode after that will be the first FA Cup first round proper, and a game against Tranmere in the in League 2. That's what's coming up in the next episode. Well, not the episode after the next, to be fair. The next episode is different altogether. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Bottom to the Top and our other series of Going Dutch as they are released. Of course, as I said, there are some other videos coming out very soon as well, so look out for those. The best way of keeping up to date with everything that's happening on this channel is follow me on X at JustOffside2. Bottom to the Top released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode, which will be episode 67. It's out on Friday. Till then, have yourselves a great week. Bye-bye.